And you know what? It's Friday. Wake up. Some of you are going to be out of school for a couple hours early, but that's in the Athens area, more toward the Shoals area. 26 degrees out there. Roads shouldn't be that bad, though. JC?
Why, did it snow?
It did. A little bit.
Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us on Friday the 13th. With that in mind, Mathew Kyle will tell us exactly in a few minutes how to pronounce the word that means superstitious, Mathew. And we'll be checking in with you on that. How's things going out Chick-fil-A?
Things are good, man. So we're open for business this morning. I know schools are opening a little bit late, but come on by and see us. So.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, good game. You know, I kind of predicted that.
You did, except for we lost one. I mean, you
yeah, but I said
14-0,
31-17. I got to change my chalkboard to get on something else over there in just a little bit. Hey, also coming, you know, today is the last day to qualify if you're going to run as a Democrat or a Republican in the primary coming up 2 months from today exactly, coming up on March 13th. So got to get that out today. We should have Rex Davis with us later on this morning with the Limestone County Republican Party, maybe Ronnie Kaufman too. They'll be up here to tell us all about who's qualified, stuff like that. And then I've got some other news I tell this morning politically. I'll talk about when I go over and have a seat. Tony and Frank both are in this morning. 230-4988. Going to get it cranky. Dr. Alan and Lisa Coleman should be with us later on this morning. Barry Gay, I don't know if he remembers or not, but he's supposed to be here today. Haven't seen him since the Great Christmas Show, but you know, it's cold outside. There's some black ice. Slow down when you're driving this morning. Weekend weather, as Gloria's about to tell you, going to be kind of fantastic. NFL playoffs start at 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. Tebow time that night. We'll talk more about that later coming to sports. Lots of things to talk about on a Friday morning. And don't forget, Monday's a holiday. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday is this Monday. The march around the courthouse square, I think, starts at 9 a.m. So y'all get out for that. All right, let's go to Gloria right now for the weather. Thank y'all for getting up with us. Let's get it cranking.
That's right. 26 degrees, and grab your jacket. You'll want it for sure today. It's got mighty cold out there and windy. Oh, chill in the air anyway, but 26 degrees right now. Things are going to warm up a little bit today. And as far as the black ice out there, it should be clearing out. High temperatures of 41, low of 24. Tomorrow, 49 for your high, 29 for your low. And the rest of the weekend, like Jamie said, not too bad. Maybe some rain coming in next week, Monday and Tuesday. Sometimes that could change, though. It may switch over to Wednesday. A dusting in the River City, though. Icy patches should melt off Tennessee Valley roads in daylight hours. So several schools are closed or delayed for several hours. So make sure you check on yours before you head out. It's expected to melt quickly as soon as it turns daylight. So just watch bridges and overpasses, and by 7 o'clock, everything should be fine.
Matthew, how are you, man?
Doing well. So,
what'd you think the other night?
that was good, man. We,
as I said, Roll Tide, Roll Tide. That was one of the greatest afternoons of my illustrious career.
Is that right?
Man, yeah, Bama did a whipping on them like that.
Yeah, we left no doubt who was number one after the game. So.
Hey, speaking of Alabama, by the way, you know, no big shocker yesterday. Trenton Richardson, Dante Hightower, and Drake Kilpatrick officially declared yesterday for the NFL draft, each skipping their senior seasons at Alabama. Basically, Trent Richardson's mama had been working at a restaurant and driving a city bus and raising his two daughters. So, I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer for him. Mm-hmm. Will we miss him much next year? We're loaded.
They'll have a backup.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
it'd be great to have him, but you got Lacey in there, and he's good, man. They say the guy behind him.
Somebody we're forgetting. D. Hart was the #1 running back in the nation from Florida a year ago, and he got hurt, you know. So he's a little speedster.
Yeah, I think we'll still be strong in
Don't let me have to go out on a limb and predict we're going to win another national championship.
I don't know if you do that, Jamie. That's pretty far out there, pretty far-fetched.
Oh, yeah, I guess yesterday there was a reason that the press conference at 1 o'clock started a little late.
What was it?
President Obama called Saban, Coach Saban. Of course, Saban could probably beat him if an election was going on, but Nick Saban again Thursday's press conference explaining why he was late. It was because he was speaking with President Barack Obama by phone. There's really only two people that would make me late: Jamie Cooper, Miss Terry, my wife, or the President of the United States. He wanted everybody to know, all the players know. He saw the whole game and was very impressed and congratulated us. At least he wasn't talking bad about the SEC like everybody else seems to be doing, Matthew.
True.
It's a lot of people's feelings hurt out there. They didn't get a chance in that game, but I mean, I think you had the two best teams out there.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I agree with you, Matthew. You preaching to the choir here.
I know.
All right, let me do a little political news, and we'll talk with Rex Davis in the next half hour here this morning about some big things happening this morning. First and foremost, Mo Brooks has a competitor. The rematch is on. Parker Griffith has announced he will seek to win that seat. It's in the front page of the case. You didn't know that, did you? Here it is, the rematch. Parker Griffith and Mo Brooks. It's on now. Parker says he will qualify today, the last day of qualifying. So Mo Brooks was with us last Friday, if y'all remember, did a fantastic job up here. So it's on now.
It is.
It's on now. 5th District rematch. We'll talk more exclusively about that just a little bit with Rex and whoever else joins us on this Friday morning. And some major news that's still true, isn't it, what I'm about to say? Yes. All right now, Stan McDonald has announced he will not seek the position of probate judge that he currently holds. Stan McDonald,
we have heard.
In a surprise announcement yesterday, says he will not seek the Limestone County probate judgeship.
Well, actually, Jamie, he hasn't announced it, but he hasn't qualified.
He hasn't qualified, but he announced to his staff yesterday.
Okay.
According to my inside sources, Rex, besides you telling me that he's not going to do it.
Well,
Therefore, costing me lots of dollars in political money that I had anticipated coming in.
it should be an interesting race now.
Which leads me to you, Matthew. Chick-fil-A to sell lower-calorie kids' meal. Did you know about that?
I did, actually. I did know
I'm
about
hoping you
that.
did because I don't have to know everything up here this morning.
That's right. Well, that'd be bad if you knew everything. So,
That'd be
So how's that
scary,
going to
wouldn't
work? Y'all got, how many restaurants y'all got, first of all?
we've got just over 1,600.
Very good, Matthew. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. So, yeah, we were the test market for that. It's the char grilled nuggets, and we've had the fruit cup as a side for a while, and then we're adding a new. They're called Fruit Buddies, but it's like a little applesauce type
Fruit
thing.
Buddies.
Yeah, it's a little squeezable applesauce. My kids, we buy them at the grocery store and put them in their lunch. So,
That's good.
but yeah, it's pretty.
Says y'all
healthy
are
option.
also cutting sodium.
Right, we're trying to cut sodium out of our char grill products, and
But now,
Would you
when
think
you
he
look
wouldn't
around
know?
in there and you see people come in and get a salad, and then they put all kind of stuff on it to make it taste better.
right. So.
Kind of
Well-
defeats the purpose a little bit, doesn't it?
Sometimes it does. You know, if you put a high calorie dressing on it, you're defeating your purpose maybe. But you know, we give people healthy options, and so there are a lot of people looking for a grilled product, looking for something that's you know, because the kids can have that you know, those grilled nuggets and be under 80 calories, and so it's something, you know, if parents are looking for healthy options, we want to make them give them that. So.
Give them the choices.
Just make your kid get out and walk around, play outside some like they're supposed to, like we all used to have to do. All right, today is Friday the 13th. It's a bad year for
boy.
people who suffer from, put that up, Brad. I don't know how to, Matthew, how you pronounce that, Matthew?
He's the smartest
Come
one
on.
here.
Right. I
Come on,
appreciate this. Paraskeva-decatryophobics.
Very
How
good,
about that?
Matthew. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Good.
Try it,
I'm
Jamie.
not sure if that's good really or not, but
Not if that's what he was going to say.
right.
Triophobics. Usually this year instead, let's see, this is not for all, for the first time since 1984, Friday 13th. Today, April the 13th and July 13th are exactly, get this, 13 weeks apart.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, Matthew,
Did not know
being the Christian that you are,
Yeah.
how did Friday the 13th, what does it mean? What does it stand for? How did they start it?
I'll be honest and say
You don't know?
I have no idea on that
All right,
one.
then I'll tell you.
I don't think it started with a movie.
Today's Friday 13th. Some consider potential unlucky. That's right, 2012. For today, Friday, April, and July. Every year has at least one Friday the 13th, but never more than 3. So this year we're maxed out. Historically, pay attention, class.
Listening.
Friday the 13th, bad luck tradition, superstition dates back to the fact that Christ was crucified on a Friday, and 13 men were present at the Last Supper.
Really?
Making me the smartest person in the room.
I don't know about that. Making you the one who read the article before us.
That's right.
Well, I
Never
forgot
heard
I
that
got the
before.
paper
I've never
first.
heard that.
But Christ was crucified on a Friday, and 13 men were present at the Last Supper. So Friday the 13th.
Friday the
And this
13th.
year we're maxing out with 3 of them. So, okay, Matthew, without looking, how do you spell that word you just pronounced?
Man, for the spelling bee, I just lost.
I'm just asking you. I was just checking with you, Matthew.
Well,
You see
I'll
how-
study it over the weekend.
You see how educational this program has been already today?
Yeah, it's been surprising.
Learning a lot, yeah.
We sure are. Well, I got one other story for you. Mexico, which is that way. Police in Mexico border city ticketed a 6-year-old boy for reckless driving, driving without a license, and not having his toy motorcycle registered after he crashed it into an SUV. How'd that go, Frank? The boy's mama told police that they also impounded the child-sized motorbike that her son got for Christmas after he ran into an SUV on December 27th. She said she decided to go to the media and make the case public after finding out she would have to pay a ridiculous $183 in fine before she could recover the toy motorcycle. Well, my goodness, how much damage could he have done?
He could have probably done a lot of damage.
Couldn't have been too much if he wasn't hurt that
Okay,
bad.
so Landon's out on his motorcycle you got him, little toy bike. He runs into somebody's car over in the neighborhood. Say he's circling Chick-fil-A trying to get to the drive-thru.
Right.
And rams into somebody on a motor-sized bike.
Hopefully it won't do that much damage, but I don't know about paying almost $200 to get your
What's the motorcycle
Just
made
get a
out
new
of?
motorcycle. Get a new motorcycle.
There you go.
Right. If you have any questions you'd like me to further go into today or discuss, you can always text my loyal assistant at 603-4848.
Where's your
We're going
phone?
to talk to Ronnie Cobb. Roll Tide, Ronnie. Ronnie in just a little bit, and Rex also in here. Of course, our political career, unless I decide to run for something today, after we did all the checking and everything, and Matthew, thanks for that big contribution you're about to make.
Yeah, I was gonna help you out.
Yeah. Well, I'm considered running for multiple things.
Oh, is that right?
Out of
Can you
town
run
Hey,
more
for
than one
what?
job?
if you do a qualify fee for 2 or 3 different things, can you run for all of them at one time?
No, you can't.
You can only
can't?
run
There's
for
a law
one.
against that?
There's a law against that.
Oh, dang it. I was going to sign up for everything they had.
To see
There'd
what
be
you
a
can
lot of
win.
laws.
Yeah. I'm doubting Barry Kay's sleeping in today.
No,
I'm
I
very
think
thinking
he's
he is,
sleeping in
yeah.
today.
It's cold outside. Hey, thank y'all for getting up with us. We got a lot of stuff going on.
26
We'll talk more
degrees.
football coming up later on this morning, too. Man, what a victory.
It was good. It was a real
Yeah,
good
well,
game.
By the way, speaking of the great victory over LSU, one of our great buddies, who kind of a big mouth, kind of showed out a little bit in here back on November 4th. Bragg owns a restaurant in Huntsville, not Tim, Donnie Thigpen. Well, Donnie lost a bet.
He did.
Here's a shot of him from yesterday.
He has to
there
wear a
you go,
dress.
Donnie.
Had to wear
Wearing
a
a dress.
dress
He
all
was
day.
wearing a size 12. Don't know how he ever got that on over his ego. But after Alabama did a beatdown, thank you, Marie, for sending that this morning. That's some pretty legs.
I thought I lost my tan.
Yeah, way to go, Donnie. Roll Tide. We'll take a break. Be right back. Y'all hang on.